Hi everyone, I'm Red. I'll be dubbing some of our favorite mangas. Please do support my channel by subscribing, liking, and watching my future ads. Do comment the mangas you want me to cover. And also suggest some background sounds you would like me to use on my videos. I will use on my future videos the most liked suggestions in the comments. Hope you enjoy this chapter. Chapter 100. A strong man behind the scenes? This chapter starts showing one of the members of the Kakushi. My name is Goto. I work as a member of the Kakushi, the cleanup brigade of the demon hunters. I was the one who called Kamado Tanjiro out for sleeping during the pillar meeting. I guess I'm somewhat connected to him. After all, I was the one who found them in the red light district 2 months ago. They looked terrible. As he saw them hugging each other, he thought, man, these guys truly are buddy-buddy. That was going through my mind, but all three were pretty much out cold. Every time he sees the mask of Inosuke, he always asks, what is it? I have no idea what that thing is. It seems like he is going to the room of Tanjiro. He continued, they're not only younger than me, but they also became swordsmen and fought with their lives. I honestly respect them. And that's why I'm bringing some high-quality Castelia. I'm doing my utmost best not to gobble it up right here and now. It's a present, since he's still unconscious. I heard he has a good sense of smell, so maybe he'll wake up if I put it close to him. As he arrived on Tanjiro's room, he saw the doors open. As he entered, he saw the broken vase on the floor, and thought, clean this up. Then he saw Kanao inside the room, and thought, oh Kanao-chan, you just do whatever you want, don't you? She's an oddball, since she doesn't speak at all, and she's been slaying demons since childhood. Well, I can't say anything since she's higher rank than me, despite me being 23. Then he started cleaning the broken vase. He then spoke, I brought some Castelia over, so please clear the way so I can put it down. If it looks spoiled, just go ahead and eat it. Tanjiro hearing this, he said, thank you so much. As he heard Tanjiro replied, he dropped the items he was bringing, and shouted, he woke up? Why aren't you screaming? You're an utter airhead. You're supposed to call someone. He managed to regain consciousness, you dumbass. Everyone's worried sick about him. I don't care if you're my superior, right now at least. Hearing this, Kanao looked sorry. He then went outside. As he went outside, bookkeeping breath, Kiyo-chan, Sumi-chan, Nao-chan, Aoi-chan, Tanjiro's awake now. Then the three girls came and started crying. One said, I'm so happy. I'll give you some red bean bread. Goto replied, the Castelia's falling off. On the next panel, we see someone entering the room of Tanjiro, covered with cloth. The girls shouted, monster! As the cloth fell off, we see Aoi-san. The girl said, oh, it's just Aoi-san, caught up in the laundry. Then Aoi-san started crying and said, I'm so glad you're awake. You guys went in my place. Hearing this, Tanjiro replied, thank you. Are the others doing okay? Goto then replied, the blonde dude who left this place the day before yesterday, he's back in service. He's already out on a job. He was screaming and crying. Zenitsu-san woke up the day after the incident, and the sound pillar walked off on his own with his three wives supporting him. All the Kakushi backed away from him because he was just way too tough. They were really scared. We then see Uzui-san carried by his three wives after the fight with Gyutaro. Seeing this, the Kakushis were scared. One was saying, oh shit, this guy can stand up on his own, while the other said, those are pretty bad injuries too. Hearing this, Tanjiro replied, oh, okay, and Inosuke? Then one of the girls with a sad face said, Inosuke-san was on the verge of death at one point. Aoi-san, while crying, said, Inosuke-san was in terrible condition. The poison had circulated through his body, so we're too late to stop the bleeding. Tanjiro replied, oh, okay, then I must be hallucinating, Inosuke, clinging to the ceiling over there. Then all of them looked up and saw Inosuke on the roof. Goto shouted, what is wrong with you? Inosuke then laughed, wahaha, I'm impressed you noticed me, Tanpachiro. Tanjiro replied, well, I'm lying face up. Then Inosuke fell on Tanjiro's bed and continued, I am the man who woke up 7 days before you. Tanjiro replied, oh, good for you, Inosuke. Inosuke replied, hehehe, praise me some more. And you're a feeble boy, you made me worry. One of the girls replied, you're not normal. Shinobu-sama said that herself. Then they show a picture and said, "Oh yeah, look at this, Tanjiro-san." On the next panel, we see a picture. One of the girls said, "It's a weasel from overseas called honey badger. Its thick hide is like armor. It will be completely fine even if it fights a lion. And poison doesn't work on it, so it can also eat poisonous snake." Shinobu-sama said, "Inosuke-san is just like this thing." Hearing this, Tanjiro laughed. Then Goto said, "Kucho-sama's pretty random." Aoi-san, trying to pull Inosuke, said, "Thinking about this guy is pain in the butt though. Get off." Inosuke then replied, "So basically, I'm immortal." And someone replied, "No, you're just a moron." Hearing this, Inosuke got mad. "Who's the moron here?" he asked. Aoi-san continued, "Yeah, you may have poison resistance, but you also resist the medicine we give. So be careful." Shinobu-sama said this too. "You keep forgetting everything." Inosuke then replied, "Oh, shut up, Pipsqueak. Don't pull on me." Hearing this, Aoi-san said, "What was that? You're almost the same height as me." Hearing their conversation, Kanao said, "Quiet, quiet," but they ignored her. Then Kanao started to scream, "Tanjiro fell asleep, so be quiet." Seeing this, Inosuke said, "Oh no, he's back in coma." Aoi-san replied, "Don't say anything that will jinx him. Just be quiet." Then one of the girls talked to Kanao. "Kanao-san, let's go make some gruel." Kanao replied, "Okay. I really hope he can recover quickly, so he can eat a lot." 1 week later, Tanjiro made a full recovery. We see Tanjiro playing with the 3 kids. Goto, receiving a letter from Kiyo, said, "Oh come on, you're all freaks of nature," while one of the Kakushi is sleeping. Inosuke also went back to work. On the next panel, we see Tanjiro stretching. He said, "This sucks. Yeah, my stamina's not coming back. I can't stretch out flat. Oh, I know. Did I get a new sword while I was sleeping? I chipped my old one." Hearing this, the girls started sweating. Then they replied, "Your sword? Well, Haganezuka-san sent some letters. Would you like to see them?" On the next panel, we see Tanjiro reading the letter with the words, "I have no sword for you. Go to hell. F you, F you, F you. You can go to hell. Hate, hate, hate." Seeing the letter, Tanjiro looked scared. "Yeah, this is not good." One of the girls said, "He hasn't sent any swords here for the last 2 months. Tanjiro replied, "Oh, okay. But I only chipped it this time. Maybe it's because I actually broke it before." One of the girls replied, "But people often damage their swords, right? Maybe Haganezuka-san's the one who's being difficult here." Crunch, 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 crunch. While the girls are talking to Tanjiro, they're eating rice crackers. "How about you head to the village?" Crunch, crunch, crunch. "I think you should meet him up in person and talk things out." Tanjiro replied, "The village? Yes, all the swordsmiths live there." Tanjiro looks amazed and said, "Wait, can I go there?" On the next panel, we see one of the members of the Kakushi and said, "Hello there. I will guide you to the village since Oyakata-sama gave his permission." Hearing this, Tanjiro replied, "Very nice to meet you. My name is Kamado Tanjiro. I hope we can get along." The Kakushi replied, "I cannot give you my name since I am serving as your guide, but nice to meet you." "Okay, here." The Kakushi then gave something to Tanjiro. Tanjiro, having no idea, asked, "What are this?" The Kakushi replied, "A blindfold and earplugs. The village is hidden, so I will be carrying you there on my back. And also, I heard your sense of smell is very good, so here, nose plugs." Tanjiro was shocked with all the events happening. On this panel, we see the Kakushi carrying Tanjiro. They talked briefly before he put the earplugs on. In order to protect the village from demon attacks, its whereabouts is kept a secret. So naturally, this woman or this Kakushi doesn't know where it is either. While carrying Tanjiro, she said, "He's kinda heavy." So this is what basically happens. Every time they travel a set of distance, Tanjiro will get passed on to the next Kakushi until they reach the swordsmith village. On top of that, both of the path and the Kakushi frequently get changed. As the Kakushi make their way to the next one, they are being guided by crows, but even the crows frequently get swapped. And apparently, the mansion where Oyakata-sama lives is disguised by even more complicated means. Oh man, smart people are amazing. "Thank you so much. Thanks for all your work. Please take care of me." Whenever Tanjiro got passed over, he always said something like this, so all the Kakushi felt fuzzy inside. "I'll take this off now." Then the blindfolds of Tanjiro was taken off. Then he saw the village. "Whoa!" Tanjiro said, "Those are amazing buildings. And I know this smell. There's a hot spring nearby." Kakushi replied, "Yeah, there is one." You'll see a large house when you turn left there, and make sure to greet them first and foremost. Tanjiro replied. Okay. The Kakushi then said, Well, I will be taking my leave now. Tanjiro replied, Thank you so much, and it echoed, Thank you so much, thank you so much. The one who heard the words of Tanjiro on the hot springs is the love pillar, Kanroji Mitsuri. End of chapter 100. The love pillar Kanroji Matsuri makes her appearance. Is this journey a premonition of the trouble to come?
What are your thoughts on this chapter? Please do comment your feedbacks and future suggestions for me to improve my work. Shoutouts are all welcome, just comment it down below. I'm also planning to do Tagalog versions. If you also like me doing it, please do comment it below. Thank you and see you in my next videos.